So here we are playing cards at George's. Ask who's winning. Ask how the game's going.
Hey, how's the game going?
Well, Scott is not winning.
That's a first.
That's the very first. Chuck is temporarily
Who else
in
is
the
not
lead.
winning, George?
Chuck is temporarily in the lead.
Stay tuned. We got 5 more hands.
Stay tuned.
That's all you need to know. Chop, hiker, trash, haircut.
Here we are in the Idyllwild Barber Center. Chuck, this is your last haircut for who knows how long.
Right, 4 months now.
Do you want any color dye put in there? We can change some trail colors.
I know there was a growth pink here I was hiking with yesterday or getting water from, but there's not much left to dye.
Yeah, but you could be like a blue man on the trail. A little blue on your beard.
Hey Aldo, eat your heart out. Lucky East Barbershop out in the mountain, up in the mountains.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so I'm just relaxing a little bit at George's place. I'm taking 2 0 days here in Idyllwild for a couple reasons. One, this is just a fabulous setup that George has, and I'm just so blessed to have the support and friends, and that have them come up and meet me in Idyllwild. It just really makes the trail, this portion of the trail, just a little bit special, and I know it creates a little bit of a unique experience on the trail that most PCT hikers don't get to have. Have your wife and close friends be able to come up and meet you on the trail and spend a few days with you. So it's just real special. So I'm taking an extra 0 because I pushed the hike down the mountain a little bit, doing 22 miles to get out. So that gives me 2 full days in Idyllwild. Just having a lot of fun. Got it. Pretty much all my chores done. Got a new haircut. Laundry's done. Setting up the food. I already taken a couple showers. So we're pretty much set for the town chores. Played some games last night. Just doing 1 or 2 last minute things, making sure everything's charged up, and we'll hit the trail early tomorrow morning. One thing I got to start working on, as you know, this whole video thing's kind of new for me. I'm going to try and incorporate more people into the video and talk to some people I meet along the trail or that support me along the trail, because let's face it, who wants to watch a retired 58-year-old white engineer? That only goes so far. So I'll try and introduce some people that I meet along the trail along the way, and get some more interesting perspectives. Until next time, we'll see you later. Okay, so here we are with my good friends Scott and George, who've been graciously coming up, staying at George's place, and hanging out with me for the last 2 days. So we'll start with George. George, introduce yourself. Why don't you tell the audience how we met and how long we've known each other, whatever else you'd like to add.
Okay, well, Chuck and I met in 2009 at a poker event, and so we started playing cards together and realized we had a common passion, and I opened up a meetup for Spades and Hearts, and Chuck was one of the first members, and we've been teammates, partners in tournaments and card games. We even went back to Tennessee to an international spades tournament. So Chuck has been my travel buddy, card partner, all kinds of things, and it's been a great 15 years.
And we're still partners after.
We are still partners, and
the rough
why
losses.
we're doing this. I wish I could be a trail partner with you, buddy, but that didn't work out this time. So maybe next year.
Okay, all right. We'll have to look for another trail.
Okay.
Scott.
Well, everything's easy peasy with me. Chuck and I have known each other for over 10 years, met in a similar style of environment through poker, through gaming, and just good friends, and we're here to support him, and very jealous that he can take 5 months and go on this journey. So just happy to be part of a couple of the days of it.
So we have to start a drinking game every time we say easy peasy. Someone's got to take a shot if they're watching this. Just had a bobcat walk right by the patio and right by the house. George is catching on the security cameras. Good morning. This is day 21 after our rest in Idyllwild after finishing San Jacinto, and it's raining. After 3 weeks of beautiful weather, we wake up to rain. Weatherman originally said it was going to finish around 8 a.m., so that's my target for heading out to Whitewater. Right now, I just looked and it's about 10 a.m., so we'll see how good he is. We might slow it up this morning. It's a little bit wet outside, but it's supposed to clear up this afternoon. So we're going to slow roll the morning a little bit and head out shortly.
Okay, so made it back down to I-10 about quarter to 10 o'clock in the morning. And the weatherman was right. It's raining kind of all the way down. A half hour ago, it cleared up. So we got nice sunny skies. It's dry here. Pretty windy, but it's dry, so got a little bit later start. But I think we're going to try and do about 15 miles today. So I'm on track for that. So we'll see how the day goes. Maybe climb about 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet. We'll see you down the trail. Okay, so if my air mattress gets a hole in it, I got options here. See these periodically throughout the trail here. So good to know you got options. Okay, so I'm about 4 miles in. I came across the offices of the Mesa Wind Farm offices, and they're very PCT hiker friendly. I'm not sure, I haven't gone up to the office. There's a little shade structure here, and I mean it's sunny out, but what I really need is just a break from the wind. Last 4 miles, man, the wind has been relentless. We're going through that section kind of in between Banyan and Palm Springs along I-10, and the wind is just unrelentless. Walking down the trail with your backpack, you kind of feel like a big rig on the interstate with a high wind advisory, and you know the wind's trying to blow you off the trail, and you know sometimes you gotta really just lean into it to stay on your feet. So I'm just sitting in the shade structure for a minute or two, just to get a little bit of break from the wind. You can still hear it out there, but it's not just directly beating on you. I might go check out the offices. We'll see. I think they're open even on Sunday. They're real hiker friendly. They have like sodas and water for like $1 and microwavable food, and I think they even let you use their restroom. So they're very hiker friendly. I just got in the trails out need any of that support. I've still got about, I don't know, maybe 11 miles to go today, and I've got water to I think the next water spot's like at the 10-mile point, so I've got water for that. But it's just nice just to get a little bit of a respite from the wind, because it's just been non-stop. So we'll see you on down the trail. Okay, you just got a little bit of respite from the wind. These windmills are just massive. They look so small coming down from San Jacinto. When you get up to them, they are massive. In the background you can see San Jacinto up there. I was there a couple days ago. Okay, so here's a beautiful canyon I just hiked up. It's kind of nice, shelter from the wind. Hear the birds. So it's about 2,000 feet up from I-10. You can see we're kind of above the windmills here. So I'm gonna take a little break here and then continue hiking. I got a little short down section, some flat, get some water, and then one more up section toward the camp, toward the end of the day. I may be, I don't know, 6.5 miles in. See you down the trail. Check out this next canyon I get to go down. It's just beautiful down here. Clear blue skies, nothing like what we woke up to today. Just gorgeous canyon. Looks like I got it all to myself. See, here's one of the first glimpses of Whitewater. You can see it's just a big wash, but it goes for miles. I'm guessing it's probably 10 to 15 miles. So we're going to drop down to there in a little bit and kind of follow that wash up for probably the rest of today and most of tomorrow. Okay, so made it down to Whitewater River. Haven't crossed it yet. The trail kind of parallels the river for maybe a mile and a half. So it's kind of just nice, gently uphill walk, but it is sand, so that slows you down a bit. Still just a beautiful walk,
and we'll probably cross it maybe a mile and a half, and that's where I'll get my next water. Okay, so I've gotten down to the Whitewater River. We gotta cross this. I'm not exactly sure exactly where you're supposed to cross, but this looks like a pretty good log here. So I'm gonna cross here. We'll see how it goes. Looking over at the shore, you can see just the erosion. That's probably about a 4 to 8 foot wall of just rock and sediment that just gets washed away here. Partially through snow melt. You can see up in the distance there, that's probably San Gorgonio up there. So most of this is snow melt through here. But last year Hurricane Hillary really did a number on this place. So a lot of the river got rerouted from Hurricane Hillary. And so I think we're just getting into the interesting part of the Whitewater River area. Got a little dust over there from all the wind. Alright, so I was gonna shoot a video of me crossing right this log, but there's a lot of movement on the log, and the water's kind of got the log wet. So I think I'm just gonna forward across up here. It's about knee deep. Another guy just walked across, and that's probably the safer option. So we'll catch a video some other time. Okay, so here's the canyon I just hiked up, and then you can see Whitewater River in the distance there where we crossed. And if you keep going, you can see Mount San Jacinto that we went around and over a couple days ago. Okay, so here it is, close out of day 21. Ended up being a beautiful day, sunny skies. Pretty windy though. We had wind pretty much the whole way from I-10 all the way up to this campsite. I'm camping 14 miles in. I was hoping to do 15, but I struggled a little bit with picking the right campsite. And there's two problems to deal with. So one's the wind, and the site I have is at the top of a ridge. Not real good wind protection. But there were some sites in the canyon down below. That wasn't quite enough miles I wanted to do. And I could have gone a couple more miles up. But that runs to the next problem. And this whole next section I'm going through tomorrow, there have been reports over the last week of a norovirus outbreak. So everyone's scrambling, trying to avoid catching norovirus. So my strategy is I'm going to deal with the wind. I'm going to camp a little bit short and just try and get through that section as efficiently as possible. Unfortunately, people are suspecting it's water's contaminated, so we got to see about that. Unfortunately, the filters we have only do bacteria and giardia. They're not effective against viruses, so that's a problem. I just talked to a guy. He's gonna camp about a mile or two ahead of me. He's got some bleach. Might try a little bit of bleach treatment in the water. I've still got some water from Idyllwild, and I got a liter about 5 or 6 miles ago, but unfortunately the stream goes downhill. So if it is the water, that's probably contaminated, although all the reports are in this next section. So not sure what to make of that. I'm going to use the water now for dinner that I just got, and so I'll be boiling that. Drinking water, I'll stick to the water for Idyllwild, but that's not going to last me more than like halfway through tomorrow. So I'm going to get as far as I can through this next section and try and make it as deep as I can before I have to get water out of the stream. There's also, I think, I got to do some more research, but I think there's a couple side tributaries that I can maybe go upstream a little bit and stay out of the whole Mission Creek area. But that's my research project tonight, to get a little bit more educated on that. Otherwise, all in all, a good day. Wasn't as strong as I normally am, coming off a 0 or double 0. So I'm not sure what was going on there. I ate good. Temperatures were great with this wind. The elevation, wasn't too bad. So I don't know, maybe I didn't get enough sleep last night. But I'm gonna Cook some dinner now. I've already got my tent set up. It's only like, I don't know, 5:30, 5:45. So I'm going to eat, and I'm going to go to bed early tonight, get some good sleep, try and eat a big meal, and try and get through tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a challenging day. We got, both the norovirus scare to deal with, and this whole Mission Creek that got washed out from Hurricane Hillary. So I got to study up on that. There's a few options. That's tomorrow's challenge to tackle. So we'll see you on down the trail, and we'll check back with you tomorrow.